I'm eating lunch. Hi folks, I'm on Android.com where we get on Android every day. Anyway, I returned the iPhone 6 with bad ESN. I ordered a iPhone 6 Plus. Since this has OIS, this will be more fair contest between the S6 Edge and the iPhone 6 Plus. FYI, the S6 Edge has pretty much the same camera as the regular S6, so I'm not gonna do this test again with the regular S6. Last week I had the chance to test out both of these cameras at my local park. Anyway, I want to try to give you an unbiased raw results, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go do this, baby. Hi guys, I'm doing a test with the Galaxy S6. I'm doing a walking test. I'm recording this in 4K. I'm going to render it down to 1080p. Alright, I'm just walking through some rocky road here. Hi guys, I'm doing the same test with the iPhone 6 Plus. It's supposed to have OIS, but I'm not sure if it's actually working. But I feel like it's a lot more shakier on this slightly bumpy road. Alright, in this test, I'm going to go ahead and slowly pan to the left to test out the stability of both of these cameras. This is the one on S6 Edge. Also, do note the audio quality. Alright, my hands are actually very shaky. But the camera seems to fix it with the OIS. Alright, I'm doing the same test from the exact same location. Panning slowly to the left with my iPhone 6 Plus. And actually I'm kind of surprised at the iPhone 6 Plus because I've never used Apple products before. But I do have a list of like 20 complaints already versus Android. But I think this camera actually picks up a little bit better, brighter, the greens and dark shadow here. Alright, in this test, I'm recording this with the front camera on the Galaxy S6 Edge. Alright, this will test out the stability of the front camera. Alright, I'm just walking. Let me go ahead and do the same test with the iPhone 6 Plus. Also, let me go ahead and stop right here. And I'm not sure if there is OIS on the front camera. Alright, let me go ahead and do the test again with the iPhone 6. Alright guys, I'm doing the same test now with the iPhone 6 Plus. Exact same length. So I do see that the Galaxy S6 Edge has much wider angle, which probably make it a lot more stable. I'm gonna go ahead and stop about the same point. And what do you think? Which one is better? Doing another test, this time slightly close. I'm about 6 inches from this metal thing here. This should also show you some depth of field, how good the depth of field is on both of these bad boys. I'm again holding this with both of my hands. Let me go ahead and show you with the iPhone 6 Plus. Alright guys, this is from the same location. It seems like the Galaxy S6 has a much larger, a wider angle, sorry. And the tree seems to be a little bit overexposed, you can see. And I feel like the S6 Edge is a lot better at that. Here's another macro test of the water fountain. And also, let me go ahead and zoom in there. And this is with the Galaxy S6 Edge. Alright. And here's the same test with the iPhone 6 Plus. But it seems a lot more jittery, and the colors are actually a little bit washed out. It looks a lot whiter. Oh, actually, you know what? Man, it's not that bad. Alright, let me go ahead and zoom in here from the same location. And there you have it. Alright, this time we're going to do a macro test of this little red thing here. Holding it with 2 hands. And here's the same test with the iPhone 6 Plus. Hi guys, this sign would be a great way to show you the stability on it. You can see the sign is not moving that much, I think, with the Galaxy S6 Edge. Alright, this is with the iPhone 6 Plus. I'm holding it as still as possible. Same location. I'm gonna move along the fence, test out how well it captures that. Alright, this time with the iPhone 6 Plus. Same thing. Fly test with the Galaxy S6 Edge. Woo! Slide test with the iPhone 6 Plus. Here's a test of tree. And with the iPhone 6 Plus.
And to wrap up my thoughts on both of these cameras, I felt like the S6 Edge, honestly, it had some wavering effects, especially when I was panning. In that sense, the actually iPhone 6 Plus did a lot better. Now, as far as overall resolution and detail, I would say the S6 Edge won because you could clearly tell it picked up more detail. Also in macro mode, I felt like the saturation was oversaturated with the 6 Plus, while the S6 Edge did a lot better. As far as OIS, I felt like the S6 had an edge. It was a little bit better, but the 6 Plus did not do that bad either, as you can see in the videos. With the front camera test, you could clearly see that the S6 Edge had much better OIS, whereas the 6 Plus was shaking pretty much the whole time. Now, as far as the audio quality, it was really night and day. The S6 Edge won outright. Overall, I would have to say the S6 Edge definitely did a lot better, especially considering that it does have 4K mode, even 1440p mode if you want it, versus the iPhone 6 Plus only has 1080p. Now, both of these cameras actually not too bad, just the S6 Edge does some things better. Also, you have to consider that these phones have different lenses, so depending on your purpose, the S6 Edge might be better or the iPhone 6 Plus might be better. For example, you can get a lot closer to your subject with the S6 or the S6 Edge and take the same shot as the iPhone 6 Plus. Think of it this way, if you had a DSLR camera, S6 and S6 Edge is more like this, and the iPhone 6 Plus is slightly zoomed in. Now, what's the differences between those two lenses? With a wider angle lens, you're gonna get more stable shots because it's a lot more wide angle. Even without OIS, you're gonna get better, more stable shots. Now, what's better with zoomed in lens is that you're obviously gonna get better zoom. So there are trade-offs, and those are minor differences between the two cameras. But overall, I would have to say the S6 and S6 wins because it's got much higher resolution. You can record in 2K, 4K with OIS, and that's really hard to do these days. This one only goes up to 1080p. I'm sure iPhone 7 will have 4K, but Android has already had 4K for the last 2 years or so. Now, you probably don't use 4K mode anymore, but these phones are future-proof. iPhone 6 Plus, not so much. Overall, though, I'm still impressed by the iPhone 6 Plus. I'm just being honest. But the S6 Edge is definitely the way to go. And also, you might be interested to know that DxOMark.com, one of the photography sites, they have ranked the S6 and the S6 Edge as the top camera, video camera, and still camera, followed by Note 4 and the iPhone 6 Plus. Now, LG G4 was just announced today. It will have 16 megapixel and a sensor size that's same as the S6 and the S6 Edge. The only difference between the S6 Edge and the G4 will be the lens f-stop. This one is f1.9 versus G4's f1.8. In theory, the f1.8 on G4 will be slightly better than the f1.9 on the Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge, which is going to be very interesting. And I do have a review unit, LG reps are sending me next week, so I'll have a full review of that. But in the meanwhile, if you want to get a great camera on your phone, you can't go wrong with the S6 or the S6 Edge. right now, this is my daily driver, and I do highly recommend it. I mean, it is a little bit small coming from a Note user, but I'm kind of getting used to it. But I will probably go back to a Note when Note 5 comes out. For now, I'm going to stick with this. The only problem I have with is charging, but I don't really go out that much. Plus, I have fast chargers all over my house, so I'm always fast charging, and it charges pretty fast. So that's the only complaint I have. The battery life isn't as long as the Note 4. And next week, I'll have Asus Zenfone 2 unboxing and review. I'll have that coming in the mail. The other one I reviewed last week was actually the 2GB version, which has a lower CPU and also only 720p HD screen. I did not know at the time I was unboxing, but I found out, so I'm ordering the correct one. And this could be possibly the best Android deal of the year, the Asus Zenfone 2. The 4GB version. You can actually get it on GearBest for about $326.99, I think, right now. Pretty good deal if you ask me. I'm really looking forward to that. That might be a best deal of the year. Now, the only problem with that phone is that, you know, rooting and custom ROMs may be hard to come by, just because Asus likes to lock bootloaders. Other than that, I have more stuff coming. You can check out all my ROM videos over at High on Android channel, and I've got all these other YouTube channels. And also you can check out my sites if you need ROMs and stuff. And that's about it, folks. If you want more stuff like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Google+. And as always, I'll stay on Android.